Hello and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Skyblock Sky Factory. Okay, so we've got a few trees to cut down, so I'll get right to that. Let's see. Now I'm slightly upset that I did not get any redstone upgrade for my axe, which was actually the upgrade that I was looking for, but I suppose you can't always get what you want, and, well, oh yeah, I forgot that right-clicking allows you to place blocks with the axe. Don't actually have a crook on me at the moment, so I, in fact, probably should make one before all the leaves decay. Let's just see if I have one. No, I do not. Let's make ourselves a crook, which I am not. Okay. So I think earlier I was talking a little bit about space exploration and stuff. And you know what? I like science fiction. I like science fiction a lot. I've watched a lot of different science fiction series, and many of them are quite interesting to me. Not necessarily because of the science fiction itself in them. Sometimes it's good because of the characters or because of the story, or sometimes you can't really call them science fiction. Science fiction is a very broad way to categorize things, so you don't always get what you're looking for when you're talking about science fiction. But my point is that is still interesting, though. Things are still interesting in many different ways. Recently, I started watching a lot of Japanese anime science fiction series, and they're interesting too. Because people say, well, that's just a cartoon for kids. Well, not necessarily. In Japan, the animation medium has taken on a sort of different form than it has in the United States and in Europe, as in it has not been marketed exclusively for kids or for family movies and stuff, and as such it can sometimes take the form of exploring longer series with perhaps some serious themes to it. Something that, as far as I know, has only more recently entered into the Western animation community. For example, one good example of this would be Avatar: The Last Airbender, which, although it is good for kids to watch too, it takes a more overarching story than a lot of Western animations usually do, and it also can tackle some serious topics from time to time, which is good in itself for that. But that's not really science fiction, though. That's going in a different direction. Science fiction, or space fantasy, if you'd like to call it that. There are very many Japanese anime that, or just animations that go into stuff like that. One good example would be Legend of the Galactic Heroes, which, although it does not really emphasize the science fiction part of it, there's still some of it in there. It's more character driven. There are characters, and in fact, I found it very interesting. In fact, I found the characters very compelling, and and when characters died, I was genuinely moved. I think personally it's a masterpiece, which is why I rated it 10 out of 10 on my anime list. And it was just lovely in every way. So that, and in fact, if I had to choose between it and Star Wars, I'd say that it is probably better, at least in character. The characters are more fleshed out. Of course, it's a series, so it allows characters to be more fleshed out. But I think even early on, I found the characters very. Yes, I got the redstone upgrade that I always wanted. I found the characters very easy to identify with, very human. Well, because all the characters are human in that. There's no aliens in that, which is interesting. Not all space, not all things set in space are exclusively human in that sense. But this one was, which I find a refreshing change from the alien-filled Star Trek and Star Wars and Babylon 5 and other big science fiction series that do that. Okay, let me chop this down now. That's nice, much faster. Can I reach it? Yes, I can. Can he build it? Yes, he can. Can he fix it? Maybe he can? Only if his name is... What is his name? Congina. Only if his name is Congina. Congina? Yep. Only if his name is Congina. That is the only instance in which he can fix it. If it's anybody else, he can't fix it. If it's anybody else, they can't fix it. There's no one who can fix it besides Congina. The question is, who is this Congina? And why is this the first time we've heard of this person? Where is this person coming from? What is going on? Is there some sort of thing that no one is aware of? Something that is confusing? Okay, so let's see. We've got our porcelain clay. And how do we make that? We need bone meal. Just another look through. Okay, we need dust. That's what we need, dust. And that's also going to give us a bunch of other things. But we have all the clay we need. Yes, we do. Okay, so what we need is dust. Okay. Let's do this. If you haven't noticed, which I wouldn't expect you to notice this anyway, but my mouse is a lot smoother. I've switched my mouse for a better one, and I think that that has benefited me greatly, among other things. And I have been able to do potato seeds. I'm thinking of starting to grow food, but I don't really need to because I've got plenty of food. A plenteous amount, a bountiful harvest, a baker's orchard, just a term I made up at the moment, a baker's orchard. Okay, that's all we're gonna do with those little pebbles anyway. So let's see if we have a bit of stone. No, we don't. Let's put one in there because I know that we will need it. It will. Everything's looking to go well at the moment. Okay, I can crush up the rest of that stone. There's no reason for me to make a stone hammer, so I won't make one. Okay. Things are going nice. Very nice. Let's get that dust. I Love Dust is not my favorite artist, but is an artist nonetheless. Are you kidding me? I got nothing that one time. Okay. Let's put all this away for a moment. We've got plenty of that. We can cook that up eventually. We're getting a ton of wood. I might eventually need to make a new chest, which is fair enough. String. Okay. Let's, oops, wrong key. What is the durability on this? 27. Okay. I think next episode we'll tackle the tall tree. This episode, we're taking down this little one. Okay, now that I've got 6 trees on the go, I've got a plenty flow of dirt coming along, which means I will get that, or those bone meal in no time. Those bone meal. Not the best phrasing I've ever used, but paraphrasing nonetheless. Let's keep it up. Yeah, so I'm thinking of starting a new series, which I'm going to call Fiction Reimagined, in which I look through logically things in science fiction and improve the design of something. For example, let's say there's this spaceship and I look at it and I'm thinking, wow, that's a lousy design. They did not follow the concepts of design that would make something like that good. They in fact made it not so good. If something like that happens, I'm going to make an episode on it. I'm thinking of doing my first one on the Death Star, but to do that, I'm going to need to find a Blender model for the Death Star. I mean, I don't need one. I can always do MS Paint and do fine with that. It's just, it would be nice to have a Blender model with that, so that when I do the episode, I can have a professionally looking animation where what I'll do is get the Blender model and rotate it in front of a camera so that people have something to look at while I'm talking, namely the Death Star. Okay, we're getting some more stone. That's very nice. No, I put a stone in there. And here we go. Or cobblestone. Trust me, once we get the infinite cobble source up, we will be rolling in it. We will be advanced so fast it will make your head spin. But hopefully that will not cause any nausea or diarrhea or any other injurious, is that the correct word? Probably not. Any other unhealthy side effects. We don't want that happening. Well, I certainly don't want that happening. If you want that to happen, well, what's wrong with you? You don't want to get hurt. Well, you might, but I think that's not a healthy state of mind. It is not at all a healthy state of mind, in fact. Okay, let's just get rid of this saw. Doesn't in fact do anything to the durability, but might as well. Okay, let's make another hammer, because it's hammer time. But I am not VMC. I believe this is the hammer pattern. Nope, it's not. Is this the hammer pattern? Is this... Forgot how to make a hammer. Oh, that's Tinker's Construct. I need this. Oh, okay, it was correct. All I needed to do was remove one of its sticks. Okay, I knew I'd remember it. Just, I misremembered that one part. And that's all it takes. One mistake. One mistake, and you're dead. And trust me, being dead is not something that's very pleasurable. Not that I've experienced it, but had I experienced it, I'm certain that I would not have enjoyed it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, we got one. Got a winner. Okay, let's see. There. That will make one. We just need 7 more, and we're good to go. Once we've got that, then that's where the fun will really start. That's when the series will really pick up. Sort everything. Give some more stuff to sort. Okay, I believe... Oh, don't want to blaze powder on me. Don't need that. I believe it's time for me to prepare this, and in the next episode... Wow, there's even a level above expert. I wonder what it is. In the next episode, we will be cutting down that big tree over there. That's right. You think, is that possible? Is that even possible? Yes, it is. It's very possible, and you are gonna help us. No. It's a stone, Luigi. Uh, Memes echoing into eternity, into the sunsets in the flat world that is Minecraft. See you all next time.